name outside of Anthony Lynn that has been rumored. I don't know how true it is or not, Sal. Maybe you could tell this to us. Was Tom Coughlin? And I just look. I love Coughlin. I think he instills discipline. He would, brings a winning culture. But with the Bills, with all the changes they have had, don't you think it behooves them to go with a guy who they could lock in for the next 5 years and hopefully longer, but at least give him some time to see what he is, as opposed to a guy like Coughlin, who at his age, who knows how long he's going to be still a head coach? And what other names maybe have you heard that would be possibilities for that job?
I do, Sal. I think that that's a good point you raised. I think it's at the age of 70, which is going to be 71 next year. I don't know if Tom Coughlin is the right guy, but I think you would be looking for a guy to get you over that playoff drought at least. If he could do that, hey, thank you very much. You could write your own ticket, be on the Wall of Fame maybe next year. If you do that, you could pass the torch on. But you're right. I think you want to maybe go in a different direction. The thing about Anthony Lynn is, he's kind of like Tom Coughlin. He's much more Coughlin than he is Rex Ryan. Anthony Lynn is buttoned up. He's a disciplinarian. He's a guy that he has a lot of respect for the way he goes about his detailed work. And like I said, that's not Rex. That is what Coughlin is. So I will tell you, they did meet. The Pagulas did meet with Tom Coughlin in the summer. It was more of a feeling out type of meeting with Rex Ryan to see if there was a role for him at all in the organization, because Tom Coughlin wants to be involved in football and not just at the league office level. But from what I'm told, the team, the ownership never really saw him then even as a head coach necessarily, but somebody they could lean on in the organization. Now, his own agent, Sandy Montag, actually confirmed that meeting did take place. So I wouldn't be surprised if they kicked the tires at least just to see what his interest in. But ultimately, I don't think that's the road they go. And Coughlin may wind up in Jacksonville, by the way. The other names, I think the usual suspects. Josh McDaniels, obviously, in New England. I mean, what a better way to try and get over the team that's owned you for the last decade plus by stealing a rival, their offensive coordinator, a guy who has some experience, who is also young and runs the offense, which I think that they need somebody to help with that passing game going forward. Darrell Bevel, he has ties with Doug Whaley, the GM, who's going to be leading the search. Don't be surprised to hear a name like James Franklin mentioned. The ownership here, Terry Kipagula, they have strong ties to Penn State University. In fact, they built the hockey arena at Penn State University, and they have a lot of ties there in the athletic department. I wouldn't be surprised if James Franklin's at least a name that comes up here.